You look so disappointed in me already, and I haven't said anything yet. You know.
Yeah, it's the only face I've got.
No, I need to feed off this. Give me positivity.
Okay. Yay!
I'll do.
God,
Welcome
there's
to
a gift.
episode 37, which is hotel marketing then versus now. I'm told reliably by someone younger than me that there's a current trend of comparing 2016 to 2026.
I believe all the cool kids are doing it.
So we'll do it too.
Yes.
Because we're young, hip
And none of those things.
men.
Yes.
The only thing hip about me is the pain I feel in it at the minute. So we're going to talk about the differences in 2026 versus 2016, both in hotel marketing and the agency generally, where we were in our careers.
Yes.
I'll go first.
You go first.
So in 2026...
we can use phones because I'm of an age where I can't remember 2026.
Oh, actually, no, that was 2017.
No, I can't remember 2026.
No,
You
you
say she's Faces once prompted me, no, 2016. I said, no, I can't remember this month.
My colleague is trying to say in his own special way. Where is it? I think that it was the first year, or was it around the first year we went to Google headquarters for the first time?
It was. I've got the picture right here. That is me at Google headquarters looking rather... trying to look hipster, I think is the term.
I remember that.
Yeah. I will. Can we put that picture?
Can we ping that up?
Yeah, trying to look hipster.
Ping.
Yeah,
That is.
I mean, is that shirt pink? Yeah, that shirt is pink.
Salmon.
Yeah.
Own the salmon, mate. Own the salmon.
Did like that shirt.
So in 2016, when Tris and I would go to the Google headquarters.
The Google.
The first one we went to was London. And when you sign in, you have to you get a little name badge. And I got a picture of what my first name badge looked like, Ping. And it was when we were being sensible. And we had to put our real names down first. And the first time we did, because we're here at the Promised Land, we've made pilgrimage to Google.
Yep.
Like, I'm Ben Hanley, this is Tris Haywood, we're here, blah, 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 blah. And then it went...
Well, we found out that our Google reps, their bosses went through a list of all of the names of people that they'd met that month. So they wanted to vet that they were going to, spending their time wisely with reasonable customers. Once we found this out, we decided to mess with the list.
Oh, gosh. Well, the best one I think I ever did was... what was it?
Classified.
I booked in as classified in some square brackets. And then you have it attached to yourself, and people double taking my name.
As you're walking around Google, there's people getting into the elevator, and there's someone who are there? Because everybody was checking to see who you were. You were a big company. It just said classified. That was brilliant.
Your best one.
Yeah, well, that wasn't my best one. That was one where the Google rep at the time we had was really, really cool. And he got me back because obviously he'd gone through the list and he had, Boaty McBoatface, I think was one of them. But he got me back with Tristina Aguilera. So I walked around the whole of Google for the afternoon, known as Tristina Aguilera. And he handed it to me outside because he got it pre-printed and walked me in.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't stop laughing. It was brilliant.
That is a part of things that I miss that we don't do now anymore. We don't go to headquarters and just cause chaos. Now it's internal company.
But do you remember?
chaos.
So I still remember that trip. So the long main corridor in Google, they had the scooters, so you could scoot up and down. So I remember images of you scooting along there with a giddy little 5-year-old smile on your face.
Yeah.
Till we got to the very end, and it was a Lego room.
Oh, the Lego
You
room.
remember the Lego room?
I do actually.
So there's just all of these Legos in different buckets, and you could just sit there and make things.
And be creative. That was the idea. Was you could be creative
because obviously the colours.
Yep.
Colours of the Google logo.
Google
logo.
That was a different trip.
Lots of different colours.
The Go-Go logo.
Yeah. It's the same as the Lego colours.
Because the first server was made out of Lego.
Exactly. Yeah. So you decided. What did you decide, Ben?
I basically said, I'm going to steal some of your Lego.
Quiet, I think, is the term.
And our handler, I can't think of a better term than our handler said, oh, okay, yeah. I said, no, I'm going to steal some of your Lego because I'm never going to you're probably not going to find me back. And I just ended up picking up a little piece of it and building it. I've still got a bit of it at home. I think I lost 2 of the pieces. But I don't really think she knew what to do when we just had to walked off with some of the Lego. I don't
basically stolen from Google in front of Google.
Repurposed or reacquired. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like a hell of a lot of fun, that trip.
Yeah.
Then,
but that was the year, you were just mentioning it before as well, in terms of marketing, we could get away with more at Google.
Yes, we could get away with a hell of a lot more. That was the year, I think, you and I were still responsible for writing ads ourselves, and we managed to, and I don't know how, get emojis in the ad copy. Now it was before expanded text ads, so it was when you had 25 characters per line or something ridiculous, and you had to think of I remember trying to think of like a five letter word for like luxury. Like, how can I trim 2 letters off of this? It always was that's good. Like, it's not good, it's better than good.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
But we managed to get emojis. Like we got the poop emoji in, we got money bag.
The
pray hands, money bag, celebrating hands as well. And I don't know when they stopped us doing it. I don't even know how we got them in there. Maybe like using codes.
They didn't actually stop us. What they did was, you mentioned it there, they depreciated the old ads.
No, I think did we not sit? Was it not one of those cases where we told our account rep what we've been able to do,
we might have done,
and then a couple of weeks later it suddenly stopped working?
You might be right.
Because I think there was only a few we could get in there. Like we were, I remember being amazed that we'd allow poop emojis, and I'm sure we've got a screenshot somewhere of an ad test like "Don't settle for poop emoji."
Yeah.
Book the celebratory hands hotel in New York. The stuff we got away with back in those days.
What was the other one? Don't pray for a good hotel room. Stay with us.
Yeah, stay with us and book here
and feel great. And the celebration.
Mate. Okay, what other stuff? I'm going through like photos. There was one of the first trips that some of our team had to London. Melody came.
Yeah.
To London. Let's have a look.
Was it? Well, my kids were a lot smaller then. That's for certain.
You and I went to New York together and went to one of our trips. We went to, and this is very uninteresting, the Star Wars costume exhibition.
Yes, I have pictures of that too. In fact, here is Ben being strangled by Darth Vader.
That looks a bit kinky there, to be quite honest. we definitely don't need to. We don't need to. And here's you, the same size as Yoda. So we can show both of those if you want. We can definitely show both of those.
But do you remember as well, on that same trip, they were filming
Fast and Furious
in
New York,
because we also starred in it.
I mean, we were. Yeah, no, what we did start.
Yeah, we did.
We did. I'm still waiting on my royalties check.
Yeah, you got a long wait for that one. And here's Ben stood next to the Dominic Toretto car.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah,
that was such a cool car. That was the first year I had to bring back gifts from Tiffany's for my wife, as thank you for.
And every year after that.
What can I say, buddy? I know how to keep the peace. What other stuff? That was a busy year. Was 2016?
It was
really, really busy year. We both had young children. I only had one at that time.
Yeah,
I only had James. Sam was born the next year.
Well, we were still doing Elf on the Shelf.
I've managed to get away with not doing that.
Our elf has actually gone back to Lapland now because my kids are too old. So for any children watching this, you may actually have our elf.
You may. He's gone back to the elf in the sky.
I'm getting daggers from Faceless One.
But it was a great year, 2016. A great year. It was when we moved full time into doing what we're doing now.
Yeah.
With the agency we were working for at the time, it's where we realised this is quite good. We could probably do well with this. It was before a lot of things: expanded text, responsive search. Before PMAX was a glint in anyone's eye.
Oh God, yeah.
The good old days. I do miss a lot of that, if I'm honest, in large part. I also miss tinkering around with Google and sort of breaking the platform and then getting told off by account reps and then lots of.
Do you not think, though, whilst it was, incredibly complex, but doesn't it feel like it was a simpler
time?
It does feel like, you look at the Google Ads platform, it was the old Google UX as well.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. It was the really, really old Google UX.
Yeah.
God bless it so.
Yeah, so we nearly bought that third party plug-in one, didn't we?
To skin the new.
Just because it looked like the old one.
I like that. Never has an agency been so resistant to change in very separate parts where we're about to sink $15,000 a year to reskin the new Google Ads to make it look like the old Google Ads, just because we were all like, I don't think I can work with.
No,
I don't think I can work with this at all.
No, can't do this. Can't do this at all.
Here's a question. Then
I'm still upset they changed it.
Tris, what do you secretly miss from 2016?
Being able to get out of bed without making a noise.
Okay.
Sorry.
Through the lens of marketing, the journey we've been on together, what do you secretly miss?
I think the lack of oversight that we had with Google.
We were just left.
I think it does feel like large parts of the rules that are coming from Google we've implemented. Well, I know you have definitely influenced a rule change within Google. We know we have empirical evidence of that.
We were tinkerers.
That's not what they called us.
Oh, you idiots broken our platform.
Yes, yeah. It shouldn't do that. Well, I got it to
does,
do it.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah. No, I miss, whilst I love running the agency with you and I love being able to create the environment where people have fun, generate money, can be creative. I like doing that. I really do miss coming up with ads and coming up with the copy and coming up with strategy. I really, really do miss that sometimes. And I get a little envious on calls when I hear a strategy that someone's come up with that's worked. I'm like, God, that sounds like a lot of fun. And here I am on sales calls, signing contracts and chasing.
Yeah, but go back to remember trying to fit it into 25 characters and that word luxury.
I know.
Great,
do you know what?
whatever.
Sometimes I want to talk to the team and say, you lot don't know how good you've got it. You've got 90 characters. I would have killed for 90 characters.
90?
That's a short
90?
story.
Yeah.
You could write a haiku with 90 characters.
Could write a dirty limerick
You
and put
could,
it in there
in
and
fact,
hide it and still have characters
and you
left.
should. But no, back in my day, it was 25 characters, 2 lines and a headline. None of these. Do you want to change your headline?
During the war.
You just had to. I don't miss that at all. Being constrained, but then it made you more of a creative marketer.
Yeah.
I do.
But with wordplay, it was more of creative with wordplay, and I do think that's lost.
Yeah.
I look at it now. I think a lot of ad copy, it's late, and with AI as well. You don't need to do anything. So we've got AI learning off what I basically feel is like slightly lazy, not the best ad copy, because you're not forced to be as creative as you once were.
Exactly right. And again, that harks back to a previous episode where we talked about outsourcing thought and about how no one has to think anymore. What do you think is better in 2026 than in 2016?
The phones. I can play Call of Duty on my mobile phone now.
That's why his fingers are like this. This is why Tris has to dictate.
Applause.
He has to dictate all his emails because that's how his fingers are.
Yeah.
No, I think there's really cool platforms that weren't available. There's what we didn't see back in 2016. Also, what we did see was a lot of segregation. Like, we're not going to cooperate between, because there's a little bit of overlap with this company or this channel, so we're going to stay in our own lanes. Post-COVID, I think those walls came down.
Yeah, so what was the question? What do I think is better?
Better in 2026 than it was in 2016?
Us. I think if you look at our journey and what 3&6 is and how we've been carried away in that journey sometimes and steered it wherever we could. I think if I look at like the team that we have, the company that we built, for me that answers that question. It's better. I don't necessarily mean like we are better. I don't mean it in that egotistical way.
I think you were right, but carry on.
I just think the whole thing is better.
Yes, I think our understanding of our place in the industry, I think our aims and objectives and how we want to build what we're doing is a lot better. And we have, the ownership now where we didn't before.
Yeah,
it wasn't
that's
our
true.
names on the door, and we live or die by our signatures at the bottom of contracts. I have to agree with you there. A lot has changed. It's in the last 10 years. I hope, mate, in 2036 we're looking back. I hope we can still look back. I hope we can still twist our necks.
I hope we can still see.
In 2036, and we can have another look back and see what actually changed.
Oh, can we do that like in 2036 and put a picture of you now and think, oh, doesn't he look so young?
Doesn't he look so young and slender?
here? Look, yeah, oh, his hair had colour.
Yeah. What do you secretly miss? My hairline.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it.
Although I think that's it. It depends which pictures to put up here.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
Can you put the booth on back on? Don't miss it anymore. And that's it. Thank you.